Hey, 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 good morning, Naughty Crew. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well this morning. I had to jump on here to do an early live because I have a busy day ahead at work. So I just wanted to make sure I got my live in for my Naughty Crew. I hope everyone is doing well and starting off their day. Shout out to the replay game because I know most of you are going to be on replay. Just make sure you thumbs up the video, share my live out, and hype the video if you can. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And of course, donations are definitely appreciated. It is so much going on. Let's just put it like this. America is terrified. We don't know what's going to happen, how these other countries are going to strike. All this is deflection and distraction from what is going on and what is being revealed with the Epstein files being exposed. And people are definitely outraged. Uncertainty is definitely scary and people are freaking out. Please like this video. We're going to jump right into the show because I got to still get ready for work. Love you all for joining. Here we go.
Needs to take Trump and sit his ass the fuck down. Life already hard, then we gotta worry about this bullshit. Ever since you stepped foot in the motherfucking White House, you ain't did nothing but cause motherfucking chaos. I'm not getting out there and fighting no motherfucking body. I'm on Iran side. I'm on their motherfucking side. Fuck the U.S. I don't give a damn. And somebody in the White House needs to take Trump and sit his ass the fuck down.
This is facts. Like, what are they doing? I mean, I see people speaking out. What's going to be done? We know what he did with striking Iran and things like that. They are saying it was illegal. He did not have the backing of Congress. What are they doing about this? What is his consequences? He's been able to get away with so much. The insurrection, his name being mentioned so many times in the Epstein files, allegations of a 13-year-old stating that he SA'd her. At what point is he going to be held accountable? It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And people are outraged and they're speaking out about it. Also, you guys, if you could stock up on gas, please stock up on gas. They bombed Saudi Arabia's oil refinery or plant, whatever you want to call it. Gas prices are about to skyrocket. You hear me?
Gas tank, I suggest you do that shit now. Baby, Iran blew up Saudi Arabia's oil refinery. On top of the oil rig they took out the other day. Global oil prices are up $100 per barrel. And the global stock market has plummeted. Congratulations to Michael B. Jordan and the cast of Sinners. They cleaned up at the NAACP Awards and the SAG Awards. Michael B. Jordan better get that fucking Oscar. Baby, Barron Trump is trending. Send his ass to the front lines. Spain has said, you're not using U.S. bases over here to attack Iran. We don't want no fucking parts. Iran also took out the Israeli Air Force commander. Baby, they taking out everybody. And the Iranian officials said they're fighting Epstein criminals for unaliving and essaying children. Facts. Speaking of children, Israeli strike that stuck Iranian school, that death toll is up to 148. But I don't hear prayers for them. Y'all see the new trailer for Scary Movie? Millennial in me will be in the movie theaters. There were 2 mass shootings this weekend, one in Austin, which the FBI and the CIA are investigating, trying to say he was a terrorist because of his religion. We will not be distracted by that. And Zendaya and Tom Holland got married, y'all. Bruce spilt the tea. I need to see these photos, Zendaya. Big Czaress is talking about putting boots on the ground in Iraq. Oh, MAGA, are we in a war now? Y'all stupid asses. Our government is sending pregnant immigrant children to Texas to avoid giving them abortion services. Let's hope they don't drop them in the middle of nowhere. On top of that, it's kind of funny how the United States has money to build all these fucking concentration camps in these warehouses, but we still got fucking people on the streets homeless. There are 16 countries now involved in this Iran, Israel, and U.S. war. And Iran has hit 14 countries. Israel, UAE, Dubai, Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Iraq, Oman, Syria, Cyprus, UK, France, and Italy. They not fucking playing. See, I think Israel and the US thought Iran was Palestine. They're not. They showing us what the fuck they got for us. They not playing. Rest in peace to Oliver Power Grant, was co-founder of the Wu-Tang Clan. He had pancreatic cancer. You're in Texas, Hot Wheels Willie gave your fucking voter roll to the Wigs R Us community. Now mailing out flyers to people. They're auditing your voter record and telling you you're unpatriotic for not voting. And y'all know MAGA mouthpiece Nick Fuentes. He's saying don't vote for Wigs R Us. Let Democrats win. Because this administration needs to go. For once, I agree with him. An Iranian official said we are not coming to the table. It said we are not having negotiations with Wigs R Us because it's his fault. And our intelligence, U.S. intelligence, said Iran was not a threat. Make it make sense. Damani and T.I. and the whole Harris family. I love the way y'all flip something negative into something positive and gave 50 Cent y'all asses to kiss. Oh, and Tel Aviv's dome is coming down. Maybe everybody in Israel is scrambling, running for cover, fighting to get into those bunkers. That's y'all man's fault, not ours. Last but not least, there's 2 reasons why this man wants this war. He does not want midterm elections, and he's fucked up about these Epstein files. Let's not let him forget. But if you haven't filled up your gas tank, I suggest you do that shit now. Baby, Iran blew.
Everything she said is facts, Naughty Crew. It is facts. We are at war officially, and don't think he's not going to try to implement the draft, okay? Woo. It's a wrap. Guys, stock up on your essentials because we don't know what's going to happen, and that's what's scary.
The shit that's going on with Iran, Ishmael, because you can't say the other name on these social media apps, and the United States of America is far from over. Iran's supreme leader is dead, and they're saying that people are celebrating in the streets. What you got to think about is the people that's not celebrating.
The FBI is raising a nationwide alert after the joint U.S.-Israel strike. Should there be concern about attacks here in the U.S.?
Mind you, then Iran is posting timers. A timer for what? What are they planning on doing? Then you got to think about all the people that died in Iran. As of right now, 201 people, 750 injuries. You had American soldiers that lost their life. You have American soldiers that are injured.
Earlier today, CENTCOM shared the news that 3 U.S. military service members have been killed in action. As one nation, we grieve for the true American patriots who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation, even as we continue the righteous mission for which they gave their lives. We pray for the full recovery of the wounded and send our immense love and eternal gratitude to the families of the fallen. And sadly, there will likely be more.
And this is all in 36 hours or more. What you also need to remember is that the planetary alignment happened. None of this is happening by coincidence. You have China, Russia, a whole bunch of other countries saying that America is wrong for what they did. And that in itself will make you want to think, where is this shit going next? Because it can go further. And the way it looks like President Trump is far from finished. And it also looks like Iran is far from finished. Think about the people they have in our country. Think about if those cells are alerted. And you know what cells I'm talking about. I need you to think about 9/11. I need you to think that anything and everything can happen at any time. The shit that's going on with Iran.
This is facts, okay? And I encourage my Naughty Crew, if you have not seen the Netflix movie that the Obamas put out called Leave the World Behind, they warned us about this. So it's so much chaos right now, and this is done on purpose. This is done to cause confusion and to deflect. Airports are shutting down everywhere. People are stuck throughout the world. It's scary.
I just got out from the jail here in Washington, D.C. I interrupted the Foreign Affairs hearing for a nomination today because our government, the United States government, is continuing to fund the Israeli terrorists, sending them bombs. They are complicit in genocide. We need veterans, Christians, Republicans, Democrats, mothers, everyone to speak out against what we are witnessing. Now is the time. I just got out from the jail here in Washington, D.C.
You don't think that's weird? This is also weird. And I just came across this story. It came out weeks ago. But in Leave the World Behind, they talked about our cell phones being shut down and everything. Fair use, fair use. Everything we discuss here falls under fair use commentary. Shout out to all these content creators putting this information out there.
World leaders hear the discovery in New York and in the surrounding areas, multiple locations. What the Secret Service says it found at several sites, including a vacant apartment in Queens, was another country planning to try to wipe out communications here in New York. Here's our Chief Justice correspondent, Pierre Thomas, tonight.
Tonight, the Secret Service says it's dismantled a covert operation that could have been used to take out cell towers throughout New York City and to conduct surveillance on world leaders in New York for the UN General Assembly. More than 300 computer servers stacked on shelves, desks, and floors, along with more than 100,000 cellular SIM cards, set up in vacant apartments in Queens, New York, Westchester, Greenwich, Connecticut, and in New Jersey, locations encircling New York City.
These devices were concentrated within 35 miles of the global meeting of the United Nations General Assembly, now underway in New York City.
A system so powerful, authorities say, it could have been used to disrupt all cell phone service for the entire city of New York, including police, fire, and EMS.
It essentially operates like hundreds of thousands of cell phones in one place doing things at massive scale.
The so-called SIM farm, capable of sending 30 million text messages a minute.
There could be really what we consider a denial of service taking over the telephone lines, but this is a SIM farm like one we have never seen before.
Sources telling ABC News the operation is connected to the Chinese government. Authorities found the SIM farm while investigating anonymous threatening calls earlier this year, targeting 3 people, including one with direct access to President Trump. David, there have been no arrests. Investigators have not found evidence that the UN was the target. But David, they're taking no chances.
Still is.
Pay attention, people. Everywhere you go, you have to be alert. Stay out of public places. Anybody planning on traveling, I would postpone the trip. I know I'm thinking about postponing my trip because we are not safe. We are not safe. And people are stuck throughout the world. The airlines are shutting down.
We have some big news right now. Airlines across the country have begun canceling flights ahead of tomorrow's 10% reduction in air travel in the United States. The Trump administration said it's cutting 10% of flights from 40 major airport hubs, including Los Angeles, Miami, Washington, D.C., and elsewhere. This is just the beginning. With air traffic controllers calling out, and in some places, literally no air traffic controllers in some airports for periods of time, the Trump administration has no choice. It's saying that to keep air travel safe, we need to cut flights. And now airlines like Delta, United, Southwest, they've begun cutting flights starting tomorrow. And it's only going to get worse. The longer we are in a government shutdown, the more air travel is going to be cut. And we could get to a point in the next several weeks that air travel as a whole is severely impacted by 30, 40, 50% even. This is a very serious situation. And the Trump administration is saying we have to do it. Spread the word. Follow along, stay updated on all the news you need to know about. And if you want to support my work, subscribe to my Substack, link in bio.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. It's a lot. Naughty crew, you gotta protect your neck out here. Protect your neck. All right, on the tail end of this, Salt, Cheryl James from the group Salt and Pepper, they were just honored at the NAACP Awards. She even came out here with a warning us about what's going on. And let me tell you a little background. I remember her saying when the group first got back together, the reason why she left the industry, it was definitely because of demonic things going on around her. It was also women being treated unfairly. in the industry. She walked away for a lot of reasons. She had good reason to, seriously. But I appreciate her speaking out about this. There's so many demonic spirits around us, and we really, really, really got to look to our God. A lot of people who claim that they're prophets and stuff like that, they're coming forward and saying, America's soil is gonna get hit. They don't know when, but it's gonna get hit. So here's Salt from Salt and Pepper speaking on how she feels about what is going on and what state America is in right now. Shout out to her.
Hey y'all, so the cat's out the bag. I've been studying this type of thing for years, but you can't really talk about it because people will think that you're crazy. So now we know Satanists and Luciferians run the world. 2 Corinthians, it describes that Satan is the god of this world. They own the government, politics, Democrats and Republicans, the court system, the education system, the banks, the Federal Reserve, real estate, farms, Hollywood, what we watch, music, what we listen to, media, what we believe, sports, big pharma, everything. We pay their taxes, we work their jobs, we buy their houses. We don't own anything really, because even if we paid for a house outright, if we miss paying taxes one time, they can take the home.
This is facts. This is facts. Why do you think Donald Trump buried his wife on his golf course? He's exempt from taxes. He owns it outright. Now I know, thank God, like my stepdad was a double Purple Heart veteran, and because of his disability, my mom's home is tax exempt. But if it's not put into a trust, that benefit does not carry over to me and my brother, so they could come after us for taxes. It's facts. In America, do you really own your home? Unless you do loopholes like Donald Dumpster or whatever and bury your family like on the property, that's the only way you could be exempt for taxes. What she's saying is fact.
We've been pitted against each other like crazy forever. Black versus white, rich versus poor, men versus women. Hey y'all, so the cat's out the bag. I've been studying this type of thing. Muslims against Christians. We fight over narratives that they've created to keep us divided while they're doing whatever they want. Hunting, killing, sexually assaulting, sacrificing, torturing, cannibalizing, and organ harvesting our children, grooming them and over-sexualizing.
The cannibalism came out in the Epstein files. Everything she's talking about is fact, okay? They were eating humans. They called it jerky. Yeah.
Them, teaching them inappropriate things in school. They start wars and they tell us it's this country or that country, or it's this religion who's our enemy.
Like the Sexy Reds and the Sukianas, they were inserted to influence our youth, to over-sexualize our youth, and it worked. The fastest way they can influence the world is through our youth. That's why you have to protect these babies and watch what they're listening to, what they're consuming. It's all brainwashing tactics.
And our kids go to war to defend lies. They fund both sides of the war and make billions of dollars while our family members are sacrificed. We have been bamboozled beyond our wildest dreams. Everything we've been fed is a lie. So what do we do? If you're like me, like, okay, we got the information, but what do? We can't impeach the president because that's up to Congress. The only power we have is our dollars. Muslims against Christians, we fight over narratives and our voices. Some people will laugh at that, but when it comes to their God, they're on their job. They pray to their God, they worship him, they murder, assault children, make blood sacrifices. They are very dedicated to making sure their God is pleased with them. We can stop feeding the beast with our dollars. When things are exposed, we can stop giving them our money. I'm not telling you who you should buy from or where to spend your money, but I do encourage you to investigate the companies you patronize. Find out who they are, what their practices are, what their beliefs are. I know we love certain brands, but do we know their history? Who owns your bank? Is there another place that you can put your money? Because if they decide, they can close the banks whenever they want, or they can freeze our accounts if we don't comply with their narrative. They're purposely poisoning our water, air, and food. So support your local farmers if you have access. I know everyone doesn't have access. Heirs and I'll stand that. Buy fresh, real food. Buy land if you can. Grow food if that's in your heart. Even this information we've been exposed to, I think it's designed to see what we will do. This information can make us feel helpless and depressed and even more complacent, giving them even more control to usher in their new world order, their one world government, one currency, one world dictatorship where we have no rights at all. So we can refuse digital ID, we can support smaller venues, we can spread and share information. If we can homeschool our children. Support local farmers is healthier.
Everything she said here are great tips on how to combat the situation. Like they're trying to make everybody get real ID. I refuse to get it. I have a passport, and now they have implemented a fee at the airports if you don't have real ID. It's all designed to trap us, Naughty Crew. We have to stay aware. These systems are put into place out of ways to control people, ways to control the population. So I appreciate Salt for coming out here, but I'm going to find different ways to provide information to my Naughty Crew to help combat the situation. Influencers are giving advice on how to avoid the World War III draft. Here we go. Okay.
If you are 18 to 25, you are cooked. You going to World War III. If you are 26 to 39, you are still cooked because the age cap's at 39. You going to World War III. If you have ADHD, you are cooked. You are going to World War III. If you have diabetes, congratulations, you ain't going to World War III. If you've ever been put in a mental facility, congratulations, you are not going to World War III. If you are in college, I'm sorry, you are cooked. They actually want you more for the draft because they want to put you in a specialized position. You are going to World War III. If you have a master's degree, you are cooked. If you dropped out of high school, you are safe from World War III. They don't want you. If you are a felon, you are not going to World War III. Now is the best time to be a felon. If you are LGBTQ, I'm sorry, you are cooked. You are still going to World War III. Now, if you're transitioning, you are safe. You are not going to World War III. If you are your only mother's son, I am sorry, you are cooked. You are going to World War III. If you are a woman, you are only half cooked because men are required to go first, but at any time, Congress can change legislation if they need more people. If you have kids, you are going to World War III. But if you're actively pregnant, you are not going to World War III. If you have major depressive disorder or severe anxiety, you got to be able to prove, it got to be documented, or you are cooked. If it's not documented, you going to World War III. Like and comment for part 2. If you are 18 to 25, you are.
Period. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you ways to combat the situation, Naughty Crew. Do as you will with it, but this is how you can avoid the draft. President Dumpster is trying to take us backwards. They're trying to put us back into slavery. Pay attention. And if you don't believe me, maybe you'll believe the clear man, okay? So if you want to find out ways of how to drain the swamp with the government, how to remove our dollars from them so that they can't use it on wars and things like that, let the clear man tell you. Here we go.
Every single American, if you can't do it today, do it Monday morning, should go federally exempt on their taxes. Every single American. And someone look into the poly markets who placed bets on this war with Iran breaking out when it did. And also look into Lindsey Graham's stock holdings, as well as Don Trump Jr., because war makes money. It's profitable, especially for those on the inside track. I saw a picture on IG from a Resistance account. I'm going to put it up here, and it couldn't be more accurate to today and what's happening. A picture says 1,000 words. Donald Trump is listed in the e-files 1 million times, and Donald Trump dodged the draft 5 times. Just like the guy that holds Donald Trump's leash, Netanyahu. Every single Israeli civilian should rise up against Netanyahu today. Just like all of us Americans should rise up against Donald Trump and this literal fascist, tyrannical dictatorship regime. Remember, just before Pearl Harbor, the Empire of Japan was negotiating with us in good faith of peace negotiations, and then launched a surprise attack. Flip the script, where we are today, the United States was negotiating with Iran, to the point where Iran was even sending their technical experts to go and negotiate with the International Nuclear Commission, attesting that they weren't trying to weaponize any factories, manufacturing that they were trying to. Trump obliterated, in Trump's own words, and that they were seeking out nuclear energy for their own people. Now, I'm not defending the Ayatollah, the supreme leader, the president of Iran, or his actions against the protesters. I have long said that Iran is a radical right-wing ideological regime, just like MAGA. The only difference is a difference of faith. And the history of the world has always long recorded that mass casualties perpetrated at the hands of war were from those of right-wing ideological backgrounds. From the Crusades to Adolf, to ISIS and Al-Qaeda, to Bush Jr. and the War on Terror, to Netanyahu and his right to self-defense, to Donald Trump and Iran today. Sooner or later, the world's population and us here at home will have nothing left to lose. And the majority of humanity will stand up collectively together against all of these blatant, immoral, corrupt fascists. Regardless.
Period. File tax exempt. This is how we can combat. If they don't have our money, they can't go to war. They don't have money to fund their wars. But they don't think they not all in cahoots together. Like he said, war makes money. War makes money. Like, this is just disgusting. Disgusting. So, I like to let my naughty crew know what is going on out here in the world. And I say everybody needs to stock up and protect their neck, okay? Because I think we're facing some very, very, very dark times. All right. So as you all know, as a deflection, the Clintons have been deposed. And let me tell you something. Hillary ain't playing with these folks. She went in there like, I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. I will walk out of here. And she also said Trump should absolutely be deposed. I think so. He's mentioned more than anybody in the files. We need to know what's going on. But Hillary Clinton, well, we all know she wear the pants in the relationship with her and Bill, okay? Shout out to It's On Site for this next clip. Y'all thumbs up the video. I got on early, Naughty Crew, because I got a busy day ahead of me and I had to make sure I get my live out. Here we go.
Information. Okay. I went to the fundraiser to support my friend Nia Lowy.
All right.
Excuse me, can I interrupt?
I have
There
another.
are photos that are being released of the secretary as she is testifying from inside this room. Can you please advise me as to whether or not that's permissible and consistent with the rules, particularly given that we have asked for a public hearing? If there are photos that are being released of the secretary as she is testifying, can you please explain how that
I'm
can
done
occur?
with this. If you guys are doing that, I am done. You can hold me in contempt from now until the cows come home. This is just typical behavior.
We will go off the record.
Oh, for heaven's
So I would like
sake.
to understand how that's permissible.
Before the hearing was,
It doesn't
Excuse
matter. We all are abiding by the same rules.
I will take that down.
Yeah,
So I would like to take a break at this moment.
yeah,
I'd like to have
I'm
a
done
conversation.
for now.
Go off the record. Go off the record.
Information. I went to the fundraiser to support.
Hillary ain't beat. She like, y'all gonna stop playing in my face. And here's a clip where she said Trump should be deposed, and I think he should. Y'all let me know, Naughty Crew. I don't understand what's taking so long. I don't understand why they're not trying to impeach him right now, Cheryl.
And finally, do you think that Donald Trump should be deposed by this committee?
Absolutely. You know, I was a lawyer, and as a lawyer, you would look for pattern and practice. If you were deposing a witness in a case that you were trying, if you were in court, what did you know about this person? What you knew could influence how you questioned that person, how you tried the case. Donald Trump has been held civilly liable for sexual assault by a jury of his peers. 9 members of a jury found him liable in the sexual assault of E. Jean Carroll. That is behavior. That fits a pattern if one were looking for a pattern. He has also been convicted on 34 felony counts for attempting to hide his relationship with an escort and then to commit business fraud to prevent it from becoming public in the 2016 campaign, which was ultimately election interference. So if I were running the committee or I were involved in this investigation, I would be looking for people who maybe had some prior conduct that might be relevant to either money or crimes. And yes, I think that it would be in keeping with the scope of the investigation of this committee to set up a deposition with President Trump. I know he's been deposed many, many, many times. He's taken the Fifth Amendment many, many hundreds of times. So I'm not saying you're going to get a lot of information. But given what's in the files and given past and prior conduct, he would be on my witness list.
And finally, do you think that Donald Trump should be deposed by this committee?
Absolutely. You know,
Say what you want, but Hillary is getting the last word. He tried to drag her. Remember during when she ran against him? She is getting the last word, but everything she's saying is real. Good morning, CC. Thank you so much. Yes, please come in and say hi, like the video, share this live out. Hillary ain't nothing to be played with. Say, look, we can say a million things about her and Bill relationship, but they are fucking gangster. They stand together. She know what her husband is. And I'm sure she got some extracurricular going on too. She also spoke on Ghislaine Maxwell. Let's hear what she have to say. Everything we discuss here falls under fair use commentary. Please like the video, okay? But this is all very important information. I don't understand why this man is getting to slither away.
Your husband flew on Jeffrey Epstein's plane 17 to 26 times, correct?
he made several trips with different legs on the trip, as I recall.
But he flew on Jeffrey Epstein's plane
Yes, he
17 to
did.
26 times.
Mhm.
Were you aware that Secret Service was dropped on some of those flights?
That is not my understanding.
By this standard of behavior, multiple credible accusers, including Juanita Broderick, who alleged rape against your husband was disbarred in Arkansas, lost his law license before the Supreme Court, flew on Epstein's plane dozens of times, visited Epstein's island.
That is not true. That is absolutely untrue.
Well, there's documentation in the DOJ files. I'm not sure you're aware, your attorneys have told you, but Jeffrey Epstein told one of the victims to lie to investigators, to lie that Bill Clinton was ever on Epstein Island. I can provide that document to you.
We would like that document, please.
Okay,
Yeah, counsel,
I can
because
do that.
actually the files say just the opposite. Epstein himself denied he was.
These are FBI notes from an interview with a victim, and I can get you the victim number and the case number and the files.
What was your understanding of what Mr. Epstein did for work?
I knew nothing about him. He was there as an invited guest by the White House Historical Association. That's my best recollection.
And no one else informed you of what Mr. Epstein did for work?
No, but we had hundreds and thousands of people who came to the White House. I was not informed of what people did or didn't do for work, especially someone that I never even had a conversation with.
Do you know who invited Mr. Epstein to the White House?
I can only tell you what I know, which is that he apparently was a guest invited by the White House Historical Association to attend a dinner to thank people who gave money to the White House Historical Association for the upkeep and maintenance of the White House.
It's been widely reported, and we, I think, discussed in the previous hour that in July of 2010, Ms. Maxwell attended your daughter's wedding in Rhinebeck, New York. Do you have any recollection of Ms. Maxwell's attendance at the wedding?
I have no specific recollection. Obviously, there's a picture of her being at the wedding as my husband walks my daughter down the aisle. She was there as a guest of Ted Waite, someone we had known for 30 years, I believe, who was a strong supporter of my husband and became a friend. And there were more than 500 people at the wedding. So other than that picture of her at the wedding, I have no recollection of talking with her. I was pretty focused on my daughter.
Your husband flew on Jeffrey Epstein's plane 17 to 26 times, correct?
All right, she's like really, really, really straightforward. I don't think Hillary has any. I mean, she didn't know Bill was getting his knob slobbed on underneath the desk in the White House. Let's get into Trump next. Let's get into Bill Clinton next. His portion of this.
Are you asking him to speculate on how Mr. Epstein died?
I'm asking what the president thinks of.
So you're asking his opinion?
Mr. President, was your friend Jeffrey Epstein suicidal?
Are you classifying him as a friend who he has testified that he was friendly?
He has called him a friend in a letter.
He said he was friendly, but not. You've asked for his testimony.
Mr. President, do you believe that Jeffrey Epstein was suicidal?
Do you know?
Was he ever
She's asking for the
suicidal?
best of your
I
understanding.
don't know. I only know what the medical finding was. I think maybe
That's it.
he finally got caught, and I don't know. I've accepted it in my own mind. I don't know what happened.
Wait, did you hear what he said? He said, I think he finally got caught. Let me tell you something. Ghislaine Maxwell, she has said that she think he was red rum. And now he's saying he finally got caught. But his lawyer gangster. Meek Mill's like, I want her to be my lawyer. What is her name? Seriously. Bill Clinton asked if whether his friend Jeffrey Epstein deleted himself. Child.
Mr. President, what did you accept? That he killed himself or that he did not?
That he did, but I don't know.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Neither
Mr.
do you.
President.
We don't. None of us know.
Do you believe that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself?
Are you asking him to speculate on how Mr.
Child. Her name is Cheryl Mills. She was his White House counsel and defended him in his impeachment trials. Then she was Hillary's chief of staff, State Department. Shout out to Live Bites for that clip. Hillary Clinton, she like, I ain't want to play with, okay?
And what we're trying to get at is some context for the public on whether you remember this photo and any details you may be able to provide us about it. So do you recall the details of this photo, recall the photo being taken?
No, I don't think I ever knew the photo was taken.
Okay, and for those who can't see it, it's a photo of you in a hot tub. There's a person next to you here.
Oh my God, don't Bill Clinton sound old, child. His wiener probably don't even work no more. He sounds like he aged like 30 years.
Do you remember where it was taken? Where was it taken?
I'm almost sure that this taken, I think there's an adjacent photograph, which you probably have, that if people saw it, they would feel that someone was trying to con them showing this picture. But anyway, this picture was taken in Brunei. And we flew one night on a trip to Asia, the last very long leg.
You said we, is it, who is that including?
Well, my TIL team that was working on the AIDS issue, and Mr. Epstein was there, and Miss Maxwell. But anyway, we got to the end of the flight was Brunei. It's a tiny place, but a very wealthy one. And the Sultan of Brunei was a man that I had gotten to know well in my 8 years as president. And his first involvement with international matters is basically to join the Asian Pacific Economic Leaders Conference, which I started and which he attended. And so, and then he was very proud of that. And he hosted, his time came to host it. You know, you do these things in a rotation. And it came at either at the very end of my term or maybe the next year. Anyway, he wanted, when he knew I was coming, and he said he wanted to help me with my AIDS initiative, and he invited me to stay there. And he said, I want you to stay at this hotel, and I hope you'll use the pool. So I did, and then I got out and went to bed, exhausted.
Just for the record, there's another picture that also shows this as part of the larger pool area. Do you all have that so that he can refresh his recollection with respect to that?
You should have it. It's quite enlightening. If you watch this,
yes, it's noted.
It'll give you a different feel.
Thank you.
Okay.
We don't have it with us right now.
Okay,
We do
thanks. I just wanted to make sure he knew the
And so
context.
So it sounds, the way he explains it, it sounds like he was set up. He was put in position. Y'all know Jeffrey Epstein was very, very manipulative and calculated. Like, he thrived on extorting people. He thrived on extorting people. Let me see. He also talked about he described the relationship with Epstein. Here we go.
When did your relationship with Mr. Epstein end?
When did it end? Well, I believe I took my last flight in 2003. Now, later I became aware of some involvement he had in the first Clinton Global Initiative, but it was much later. I thought Mr. Epstein was an interesting man, but I didn't think he was really interested in what I was doing. That is, he asked all these questions. He did ask about economics and politics, as he said he would. And he never asked me anything untoward. It's just that I thought I had done what I promised to do, and he had done what he promised to do. And I thought I'd always, over the years, with these donors, tried not to overstay my welcome. I thought that we'd done enough, and it's time to start working with other people.
When did your relationship with Mr. Epstein end?
Okay. And then last but not least, he talks about Trump Ghislaine messages on the Epstein files. Thumbs up the video, you guys. Here we go.
Donald Trump would come out and play a few holes with us. And he somehow knew I had flown in Jeffrey Epstein's aircraft, and he said, you know, we had some great times together over the years, but we fell out, all because of a real estate deal. And he said, I'm sorry it happened. That's all.
When did you first meet Jeffrey Epstein?
Well, I will try in this testimony, and I will point it out when I'm aware there's a picture or something that predates it.
Y'all see the shaking of his hands? Look like he got Parkinson's.
There's a picture that shows him shaking hands in the White House Historical Association reception. That was in 1993, but I'm not aware of that. I first remember meeting him when I got on his airplane to take the first trip with my foundation in, I think, 2002. Sometime after I left the White House, either in late 2001 or early-ish in 2002, I received a call from Larry Summers, who had been on my economic team and was later Secretary of Treasury and was then president of Harvard. And he said that he was calling because a man named Jeffrey Epstein, who had made a substantial commitment of several $1 million, I think it was 10, but whatever it was, to brain research. And that he was a information hungry person, and he wanted to spend some time talking to me about economics and politics. And he said, he's got this massive airplane, and he said he would take you, your staff, your Secret Service detail, anybody else you wanted to bring on the trips that he knew I was planning to set up a global network to provide life-saving AIDS medicine to as many people as possible, as quickly as possible.
Let's talk about Ghislaine Maxwell. When did you first?
Y'all, can y'all please like the video? I know it's early in the morning. Likes are free. That helps us get into the algorithm. Please like the video. It's free. It's not hard.
First meet Ghislaine Maxwell?
I believe I first met her with him when she was working with him.
And what did you understand, Miss Maxwell, and what did you understand her relationship to be with Mr. Epstein?
I thought she was sort of his chief of staff or administrator.
And you said that you first met Miss Maxwell with Mr. Epstein. Is that after you were president?
Yeah, I don't believe I met her when I was president. I couldn't have. I met a lot of people, I don't remember, but I definitely remember meeting her on that first flight.
Can you briefly, for the record, describe the nature and extent of your relationship with Miss Maxwell?
Yes, it was. It lasted longer and was more extensive than my relationship with Mr. Epstein, because Ghislaine Maxwell started going with a man named Ted Waite, who had made a lot of money making the first sort of self-designed computers.
All right, Naughty Crew. So there you have it. That's pretty much the gist of it all. Hillary and Bill Clinton are lawyers. They're going to do everything they can to put space in between that situation whatsoever. And from what it sounds to me, it was all business according to Bill. Okay, chill. Like, all this shit is demonic. Everything is demonic. Y'all like the video, like the video, like the video. Let's get into some tea. Okay, enough of this politics shit. Okay, I want to get into actor Malik Yoba. Now, he is the actor from the hit TV show back in the day, New York Undercover. Y'all remember that? Used to love that show. Love that show down to the ground. Still could watch the episodes. I know they were rerunning the episode. I think it was on TV One network or whatever. Well, it has been books written about his sexuality and how he's like transgender women and things like that. Well, an interview is surfacing that he walked out on, but in this interview, I thought it was quite interesting. But he openly admits that he's into trans women, but then he's confronted about sending a 14-year-old trans messages. Okay, thumbs up the video, share this live out. So much going on, y'all. So much going on. Everything is being revealed. All the masks are coming off. Here we go.
That I, as well, are one of these men that have been attracted to transgender women. And I've struggled with that. And I've tried to figure out what does that mean and, why. And, I'm 52 years old. This started when I was a teenager.
A trans woman by the name of Mariah Lopez Ebony wrote a Facebook post in which she accused you of soliciting sex from her as a minor at ages 13 and 16 years old. So what do you say to that allegation?
I say that, when I heard that, and I didn't actually read it until last Thursday, what she actually said. I don't know the woman, number one.
So you're saying you never met her, you don't know her?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't know her. I have no idea who she is. That's a very loaded question for you to ask me that. And we discussed that before.
And I actually told you that I would ask you that question.
Yeah.
And so I asked that question.
Yeah.
And it's not a loaded question. I told you
No,
I
it
was
is.
going to tell you up front
It is.
that I did tell you about it.
Yeah.
And we both agreed to it.
Yeah.
I told you that. What do you say to trans Black women who say that you're centering yourself and that you're being opportunistic and focusing on your attraction as opposed to their issues and without proving that you're ready to do the work? So what would you say to that?
So you and I sat for 4 hours the other day.
Correct.
And we decided how we were going to approach this.
We
decided how we were going to approach this, bro.
We went through a number of questions.
We decided how we were going to approach this.
And
we
we're
said
actually recording, and the more you talk, the better, the worse it looks for you. So what I'm asking is that we're having a conversation.
What did you say?
I said the more that we're talking, the more I'm just concerned. So I'm generally concerned. I said that the more that it looks bad for you. That's what I'm saying. Yes, sir.
This looks bad for me.
Yes, because I'm asking you a number of questions.
We're done, bro.
Okay.
We're done. It's bad for me because I chose to come here and speak to you about you and what I've done. It looks bad for me. It's a setup. I don't like this.
Okay.
We said that we were going to focus on policy.
And we did, and we also said,
allegations,
and we
I
also
don't appreciate
said,
this at all.
and no, we had a conversation about a wide range of
this shit
things.
at all, homie. I don't. Was not we fucking discussed for 4 fucking hours. You understand allegations, homie? The fuck is wrong with you? The fuck is wrong with you? We sat for 4 fucking hours. We sat for 4 fucking hours.
We did sit for hours.
We sat for 4 fucking hours. And you gonna stand some fucking allegations? Fuck you. What the fuck is wrong with you? This is my fucking life. The fuck is wrong with you? Yo.
Can you guys not? This is like.
That's fucked up, man.
We have.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man? We fucking sat for 4 hours. Don't tell me shit. Don't tell me about it. This isn't professional. This is life. That I, as well, are one of these men that have been attracted to transgender women.
There you have it. He finally saying out loud what it is, okay? Malik Yoba came out the closet, but we ain't going to skip over them allegations, baby. And they just allegation, allegedly, okay? Everything we discuss here falls under fair use. We are just giving our opinions about the trending topic. Shout out to Music Exclusive for this clip. Naughty Crew, y'all let me know what y'all think. But I used to love him on that show, New York Undercover. He was also in the hit movie Why Did I Get Married? And I forget the name of the book. It was a gay man that came out and wrote a book, and it was about Malik Yoba. But a lot of men who struggle with their sexuality and don't necessarily want to come out loud and out the closet about who they are, they like going with transgender women, okay? Because they could put on this front. Look, let me tell you something. My cousin wrote a book about it. She also has a movie about it. Okay. This is a thing. This is definitely a thing. Yes, CC, it always has been whispers. It always has been whispers. Child, but he got angry. And I say a hit dog will holler, Naughty Crew. A hit dog will holler. He got pissed off. He was ready. You could tell he wanted to thump on that man. But I don't know why more people aren't talking about this. But we're going to talk about over here at the Naughty Love Movement. Y'all thumbs up the video and shout out to everybody joining me on Instagram. I appreciate every last one of y'all joining me. For real, right? Yeah, so it's always been rumors and whispers, but you heard it from the man's mouth, okay? Ooh, child, that was a lot. All right, so Teddy Riley, he out here airing out his grievances. He's saying that when he did music, thank you all that liked the video. When he did music with Keith Sweat, he did not get paid, child, okay? He sat down, I forget the radio station. Is it Made Miami? Something like that. Shout out to Live Bites for these clips. He sat down and he talked about the work that he did with Keith Sweat. Now, y'all know Teddy Riley, Keith Sweat, they responsible for a lot of the hits in the 90s, baby. Okay? That New Jack Swing style. And although I never liked Keith Sweat's voice, sounded like he was crying and whining all the time, he was a good music producer or whatever. Well, Teddy Riley is airing out his grievances. Let's get into it.
So long to tell my truth because I let everybody tell their stories, and most of them are not the truth. Like Keith Sweat myself. Do you know I never got paid for the album?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But my name is on there, right?
Yeah.
So somebody gonna pay.
So
he's talking about the hit "Make It Last Forever, Ever." He's talking about that. He's saying he never got paid.
Still to this day, you never got paid.
Never made a royalty. All I got was
So what happened?
$1,500.
Like, did you holler at him like, "Yo, where's my check?"
I did, and he told me he never got paid neither, which I find it hard to believe.
Yeah, come on. I know Keith got a check from that. But you produced a lot of
He's
those
sitting
records.
lovely. I am too, but he's sitting lovely. But I'm not sitting lovely from a Keith Sweat album.
Wow. What are some of the songs you produced for Keith Sweat? This is the catalog. Yes.
I've waited so long to tell my truth.
Okay, so you know it was hit after hit, and you know Keith Sweat could never really sing, but you know, with them beats and everything, the producing and stuff like that, it made it sound good. The ladies used to love it, okay? Well, Keith Sweat responded to Twitter, and he said, you produce or we produce together, right?
If you write songs and you have your songs published by a publisher.
This is Jermaine Dupri speaking out, okay? He had to put his 2 cents in.
And all of your business is correct. It's their job at that point to get you paid. So that's what I'm saying. You can blame anybody you want to blame, but I'm saying at the end of the day, when you're publishing, if you sign publishing deal with an EMI, or let me say Sony Music, or Universal, or one of these people out here, their daytime job is to collect money and make sure their writers get paid. If you write songs and you have your songs published by Teddy saying he never got paid from that album, never got a royalty check or anything from that album, is almost impossible unless you sign your publishing over to someone. And I think that's the part that's being left out. Somewhere in the mix of that, Teddy signed something that gave his publishing to someone else. Yeah, Chad, I saw that, but I'm saying I still don't believe that he apologized, because I think he's saying Keith is the one. He was accusing Keith of taking the money. All I'm telling you is, from a real understanding of how publishing works and songwriting works, Teddy's saying he never got.
That's how it look. That's why it's important. You got to know the business. Don't jump into it head first. You don't have no education, no clue, no idea, because you'll get bamboozled. And we've seen it over and over again with the music industry. You got to do your homework, okay? CeCe said Keith got paid something. He had a lot of hits. Yes, likes are free. Please like the video. Okay, so Jermaine, JD trying to school us, okay?
We created this music.
Okay, so now Teddy Riley is out here giving public apologies, okay? Let's hope Soulja Boy don't come out the woodwork. Y'all know he laid pause on Soulja Boy for pulling a GUN on his stepdaughter Mia.
Peace and blessings. I want to take this moment to speak from the heart. There was a post that went out that talked about me not being paid on the Make It Last Forever album. And that is true. But it's also true that Keith Sweat did not get paid either. We are in the same situation. And for the people in the back, it doesn't have anything to do with publishing. So all the people who are talking about publishing, please fall back. We're getting our publishing. We are eating off of our publishing. I want to make this sincere apology to Keith and his family. His children are like...
Okay, I feel bamboozled. I'm confused, Naughty Crew. Did you get paid or did you not? And now you saying that y'all eating off the publishing. Teddy Riley, make up your mind, chat. Now I see why Mia was confused. Now I see why she got with a degenerate like Soulja Boy. Now I understand. It come full circle, child.
My nieces and nephews, and his mom was like a mom to me, and my mom was like a mom to him. We grew up together, same hood, and we're dealing with the same thing. Man, we have history. Peace and blessings. I want to take this moment to speak from the heart. There was a post that went out. Together, and as I said, we should be eating from it. So again, I would love for you all to take this viral. All right? Support Keith and myself. He's got a new single out. I got my new book out. And if y'all want to see a New Jack Swing tour, which is my hope and prayer, chime in. Support us on this. Thank you. Peace and blessings.
There it is, Naughty Crew. There
Created
it is.
this
That's what this is all about. They want to put together a New Jack tour. Child. Would y'all go? I think I would go. I think that would sound like a good time. New Jack City, New Jack. Yeah, that sounds like a good time or whatever. But you ain't have to do all of this. You ain't have to come.
Teddy sing.
You did not have to come play in our face, Teddy. Lying. Yeah, I would go too, but they ain't had to do all of this. I mean, they just, they have a fan base. They have a fan base that would support them. But I'm with CC. I find it hard to believe that they did not get paid. I really, really, really do. I really, really, really do. But yo, stop playing and just put the tour together. You ain't got to do all of that. Y'all got a natural fan base. People will come out and support just like they coming out. Because Fetty Wap is going to be in New Jersey at the Wellmont. And his primary seats already done sold out, baby. Claressa, that's how you sell out seats, baby. And Fetty Wap tickets going for just as much as Cardi B tickets. It's crazy. It is crazy, y'all. Y'all thumbs up the video. Thank y'all for joining me. We got into so much. We got into the chaos that is going on around us with this World War III. Y'all be careful. Protect your neck. Make sure y'all stocking up on water, stock up on gas because they're hitting the oil rigs. And I have a feeling the gas prices are about to skyrocket. So if you can stockpile and store gas, do it because it's about to be a mess. And I forget what year it was when it was a gas shortage. And I had to stand online for like 5-6 hours to get gas. It was crazy. It was nuts. It was nuts. So protect yourself. All right, Naughty Crew, protect yourself. All right, let's get into Tiny Harris. Now, as you all know, and before we get into that, as you all know, 50 Cent, well, I could say at this point, it started out with T.I. calling out 50 Cent because he played in his face and told him that he would do the versus battle. And then 50 turned around, didn't come through or whatever. And so ever since that started brewing, the Harris family has been going ham, as they should. I already said, like, I'm glad they took the opportunity to capitalize on the situation or whatever. And say what you want, the Harris family is very, very talented. Damani, King Harris, even Tip, he's dropping single after single or whatever. And so 50 responded by putting out pictures of Tiny on tour with Escape. And so that caused Tiny's kids to come out windmilling for her or whatever. All right. So look, so many people are going viral behind speaking on the situation. All right. And they still kind of going back and forth. 50 like said, I'ma stop. And then it came back or whatever. So first off, before we get to Tiny, I'm going to get into Tia Kemp. For those of you who don't know, Tia Kemp teamed up with 50 Cent back in the day when he was beefing with Rick Ross. And 50 had put her on the cover of a magazine. And he used Tia to troll Rick Ross. And from then, her and Rick Ross' relationship was horrible because, Rick Ross, the ego and all like that was like, oh, now you want to team up with my aunt? I got you. All right. So here's what Tia had to say about the situation. Let's get into it.
Man alone. What you think about 50 and the Harris family? Oh man, this is hilarious. But y'all know 50 ain't done. He's calculated. Let me tell you what my opinion. Let me get my opinion on this. What people's not understanding. Let me tell you a little bit about 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson, 2/4, half $1, 50. Listen, let me tell y'all about that. The man is beyond music, okay? So all of these old artists that's coming out with their new music, they need to let it go. They need to just promote their music and leave that man alone. He's not entitled to do a versus. He's beyond music now. He's in film and television, okay? Music doesn't move him anymore. Yes, he was a hip hop artist. That's how he came about, but he's not. That does not move him anymore. He has elevated to businessman status, okay? I don't know if others did that or not, but music is not where he's at anymore. So that's not going to push him. So with Tip dropping his new single, of course he got to sell it. Leave that man alone. You think about 50 and the Harris family. Oh man, of course he got to sell it. So hey, here's a strategic move. Let's go at 50, do a versus. Y'all know he ain't finna do it. You know he's not finna do it, because if he was gonna do it, he would have did it when the wave was going on, when everybody was doing the verses. I'm pretty sure he was offered during that time. The man is beyond music.
I agree with her. You know, everybody trying to get 50 to get in the booth. Pawn Poos, he tried the same thing, but Pawn Poos did not capitalize off of the situation with him and 50 the way the Harris family has. All right. So much is resurfacing because of this. Tasha K had posted. She had posted to her, I believe, Twitter, stating that 50 word on the curve is 50 is putting in making a documentary on T.I. and Tiny Child. As you all know, they had those allegations from Sabrina Peterson, which they ultimately got dismissed. Okay, and his wife. T.I. and Tiny are accused of rape in a lawsuit. The Atlanta rapper and his wife, who have denied the allegation, are accused of rugging and assaulting a military veteran in 2005. All right. So it is said that 50 is putting together a documentary. All right. But T.I., he's still going in. He is not letting up, child. Here we go.
See, I'm finna drop another one. That nigga come out with a bullshit ass post. I'm finna drop. I do memes, I do music. So creating all them bullshit ass meme, man. I'm gonna goddamn hit his ass in the face with the music. We got talent, some people don't. That goddamn convince y'all to think that nigga some kind of tough ass bell. Nigga ain't nobody, man. See, I'm finna drop another one.
All right. Oh boy. You know, everybody is talented in this situation in their own right. Right? In their own right. But this is causing a lot of throwbacks to resurface. And I told y'all, one of the pictures 50 used, T.I. was the one that put that out there of his wife. And now 50 is able to turn around and use it as a meme. Child, okay?
You ain't got no serve.
All right, we can't because of the music. But fans dig up old video of T.I. posting Tiny looking a mess. Fans say he gave 50 Cent ammo to drag his own wife. I told y'all. Because let me tell you something. Tiny, she was the it girl back in the day. But the internet has been dragging her for years because her choices in plastic surgery and things like that, right? Don't stop there, Naughty Crew. Y'all like the video. I'm giving y'all a crash live because I got so much work to do, okay? And so King Harris came back out and he's still talking his little ish. Let's hear what he got to say. Y'all thumbs up the video.
Yeah, I got my diss song took down too. Talk about that other shit. That shit over. And I ain't even saying it's over, but I'm done worried about it. I'm into some new shit. I ain't got to even worry about putting no energy into that. I got clips I ain't shoot yet. So I ain't worried about it. I got shit that I ain't even get real fun for me then.
Side note, King, you should comb your hair more often. You look a lot better. You do. It's a big improvement when your hair put together. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I got my diss song took down too for bullying and harassment. They took my shit down. They should have took Miss Jackson down. That shit was I caught the money. I said, you slapped all us in the face. Hey, I caught the money. I said, what the is going on? Like, what's going on? Yeah, I got clips. I ain't shooting. Done got my diss song took down. I said, bro, I hope you know you just diss me, Tip, and this. You just diss all us. Like, God damn. And you wanna know what's crazy? This was foreshadowed to me. I walked up to the money and we was in the parking lot. I walked up to the money. He was in the car. I just looked at him. I said, you ain't writing no diss, is you? He said, oh, no, man. I said, all right, man, you like to sneak shit and goddamn. And I walked off. And mind you, the beat was so calm that he was listening to. I'm like, nah, he write every day. So I'm like, nah, all right, cool. Brother come goddamn, send that to the goddamn chat. I'm like, no. This whole shit. I said, bro, I hope you know you just dissed me. This whole shit, I felt like Vegeta. You know, when Vegeta think he doing this shit, and then Goku come out of nowhere with some new shit, he'd be like, yeah, that's exactly how the money had me. That's exactly how he backed up. No. But look, but the thing is, bro, when you got family that's as talented and it motivates you and inspires you positively instead of putting envy in you. Like I've never, like the money being so hard make me like get in the booth. I'm staying in the booth. Every day I've been in the booth. Every day. So it's like, I love this shit happen. This whole shit, I felt like Vegeta. You know, when Vegeta think he doing this shit, and then Goku come out of nowhere with some new shit, he'd be like, yeah, that's exactly how the money had me. That's exactly how he backed up. No. But look, but the thing is, bro, when you got family that's as talented and it motivates you and inspires, because I like to compete. That's what I am. I like to compete. Anything I do, I like to compete. Let's compete. Why do I play Pokemon? I like to compete. Your team not better than mine. I just like to compete. That's who I am. But certain people compete with envy. I don't compete with envy. I compete with motivation, inspiration. So like, hell yeah, let's ride. This what we doing, the money, let's ride. Because I like to compete. That's what I am. I like to compete. Anything I do, I like to compete. Let's compete. Why do I play?
So for those of you who are so concerned, like King was taking it to the next level, I don't think he's trying to do that. I think he means he wants to get into the booth. And you heard him. He said, I'm glad this happened. Y'all should thank 50 because he put all of y'all on more than your pappy. Let's talk about it. Because T.I. is a lot of things. I think he's definitely chauvinistic. I think he got some narc in him. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in the bathroom, brushing my teeth, getting ready for work. I love y'all down to the ground. Hey, Kim. Hey, Cece. Hey, Tara. Thank y'all for joining me. Okay? They better thank 50 for giving them the leeway to do this. I mean, say what you want. You got to get a man credit. All right? And I love how they came out here to windmill for Tiny, okay? But Tiny always has been, one thing I like about her, she's been very transparent about the situations that went down in her marriage. And y'all remember Tip cheated. Tiny went and bought a house up the street and everything. She said, mofo, I done did bids with you. I done got arrested with you. And you gonna go cheat on me? And I allow you to have threesomes, and you want to go cheat on me? Child, I'm telling y'all, them threesomes, they open up a whole nother door. So this is causing old footage to resurface from the Family Hustle show. All right. Y'all remember when Tiny was stepping out with Floyd Mayweather? Ooh, Tip did not like that, child. Y'all thumbs up the video. Tip did not like, he was not here for that. He said, yo, you dig? You run around here with this fool, this chunk, or whatever. Like, T.I., shut up. You ain't got no word for Floyd. Remember this? Here we go.
Yes, sir. For those who don't understand, Tip had some infidelities with a girl who I hired, and that girl is one of the reasons why I got my own house. I ain't intertwining my souls with no mother.
Hey, look, man, let me tell you
I ain't
something.
doing none of that. It's totally different from what you're doing.
You done had your when you was out with this mother dude that you know I don't with.
If him to come and treat me like a woman,
I spent millions on you. What the are you saying?
I've done plenty for you. I ain't did for him.
See that? He talking about, I spent millions on you because he think that's his property. I'm telling you, the man is chauvinistic. It's chauvinistic, quiet as it's kept. Y'all remember the first season of the Family Hustle? He surprised Zanique with a car. Come to find out, he leased it and made her buy the car. This man has a different type of mind, I'm telling you. Maybe he has grown since then. I mean, they've been back together for some years or whatever. But Tip, he be out of control with his chauvinism.
What the f is you saying?
The point is that you were with a dude that you know I'm at odds with.
Excuse me, but you were with the girl that you met through me. Is
Were
it
you
any
at
better?
odds with her?
Is that any better? Yeah. If I hire you to do a job and you come here and you going to see my man, yes, I'm in odds.
Tip, fair exchange ain't no robbery. I tell y'all all the time, not men cannot take cheating the way women do. See, men just expect women to kind of just forgive them and look the other way and let's move past this, right? But when it happens the reverse way, they be all in their feels. Ego, overinflated. How dare you disrespect me? Look, I could run around and sling ping anywhere I want, but you supposed to be at home. Keep that cooter tight.
With you.
Darling.
Darling,
Darling.
Darling,
Baby.
I've never cheated on you, ever.
I don't
Except with another
want to
man,
hear
ever.
that.
Yes.
So it's a lot, Naughty Crew. It is a whole lot. So because of this beef, this trolling situation, all these old clips are coming up. Old pictures of Tiny are recirculating and things like that. All right. Now, Tiny, she took to her YouTube and responded. I'm not going to do the whole thing because I want to get into Claressa Sheilds before we get out of here. Y'all go over to Tiny's YouTube. She hasn't posted in a while. But I'm going to pull it up real quick. And basically what she did was took the time to promote all her projects. Fair use, fair use. Fair use, fair use, fair use. And naturally so, she is taking advantage of the situation because she is viral. Like for real, she's viral. But you know, Tiny, she's really come out of her shell. She's a very accomplished songwriter, Grammy Award winning, by the way. And she's a bit entrepreneur and things like that. Okay, so let's get into My Family Hustle. This is the name of her channel. Make sure y'all go over and subscribe. Here's what she posted.
Let me jump right in to say I got my uncensored show coming out on TV One, and you know the dope thing about it is it's coming out on my daughter's birthday, March 26th. So it's going to be a great day. I hope y'all enjoy that. It is, you know, just telling my life story, telling a little bit of it, just a little bit, because, you know, eventually we're going to do something else. Yeah, so, you know, where do I start? You know, it's been a minute, you know what I'm saying? Let's start with the king, man. You know what I'm saying? The king back. Yeah, he said it's time to let him know. And you know what I'm saying? That man been on it. Like, the song is just going crazy. For real, for real. Like, we want to thank everybody that's been making all these dope-ass videos. I've never seen so many videos to this song. Like, you know, it's just cool watching everybody create their own little vibe. All the, you know what I'm saying, the old heads, they on top of it. they running the whole, you know what I'm saying? They running the line in this mug on the let them know. So it's dope just to see everybody back supporting my baby and he's back where he need to be, you know what I'm saying? Running the charts down. Enough about him. What else can I talk about? Because y'all know I got all these kids too. So my kids are all doing so much stuff. I love, just supporting them in every way because they are just so talented. If you want to start with I can start with Zanique and OMG Girls. I mean, first of all, congratulations. OMG Girls, did win the case. So, you know what I'm saying? Congratulations on that. We started, last year off with a bang. Well, ended last year off with a bang, I say. Around in the middle of the year, right? September, somewhere in there. Yeah, we ended it off with a bang, you know what I'm saying? And we dropped new music as well. And the girls are dropping new music. I'm so excited. I know it's been a long time. The OMG fans, the day ones, have been waiting on the album since they were 14, 15 years old, like 2000, let's say 14, 15, somewhere in there. We never did get a chance to drop the music, even though we had amazing music and we was able to share a little bit of that with y'all. Now the girls are working on grown ass music. I mean, they jamming. I mean, basically I feel like the day one's gonna love it. The new people, you know what I'm saying, the new fans, I feel like it'd be something to see. It's fresh, so the girls they're tight knit girls, like everything they do is pretty much tight, like they been through every kind of artist development, whatever it is, so they ready. And the new music is like going there. Like they got producers like Jazzy Faye, Neo, Jay Reed, and just a lot of other people that they have been getting in the studio with and gonna get in the studio with. Anyway, y'all look forward to that. Y'all look tuned to that because it's coming soon. Also, Zanique about to turn Dirty 30. Okay, you know what I'm saying? We doing Dirty 30. We're not, Zanique has always been cool, sweet, cool kid. And I mean, we love her like that. So, but Dirty 30, she has decided she is gonna do something different. She's gonna get in touch with something else. She might be a little dirty. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be too dirty, but it's gonna be, means I need dirty. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what that is? But yeah, y'all look out for that. The new singer's coming up soon. It's called Best. She's dropping a solo song for her birthday. March the 20th is coming up. So and that will be the day that she drops the music as well, Dirty 30. And then, I have my sons, Buddy Red, he went a different route in his music, and we love that because he's in like his Jimi Hendrix bag, Elvis Presley type, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a mixture of just rock and roll blues and psychedelic funk, you know what I'm saying? And he's different. If y'all have not checked Buddy Red out, make sure you go check him out. He's just on another wave, man. He's a whole vibe. The Money, y'all already know he is, the man around here. The Money, he's the brains behind a lot of content that you have been seeing from the family lately. Whether you see the videos with him and King, you see the videos of his dad, and Zanique did some stuff with her, and we're just keeping it in the family because we see he got the eyes, he got the play, you know what I'm saying? He knows, he sees the vision, and he's putting it together, and it's working. Like The Money, I love seeing him in this directorial state and him running things and just being the boss that he is. His music also, y'all already know, is amazing. He just dropped a new project, and I think he said he was dropping another project coming up soon. So he's dropping music, like, you know what I'm saying? So y'all be on the lookout for that because it's coming. And also candles for The Money. I forgot that The Money is also selling candles. Make sure y'all check out the candles, Mayumi candles. They smell so good. Go check The Money out. Here's it. King is next. That's my next son in the music. Last son in the music because, well, I won't say that because I'll get to that later. But King, man, you know what I'm saying? He just done found this little niche, man. He's on the wave, man, and he is, I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's an amazing father first. Like, that's what we applaud him for. Like, he's always wanted to be a father since a young boy, and he's really standing up to, what he wanted to do as a young boy. I mean, I look back and say he really knew this is where he was gonna really flourish. And so, seeing him with his son is just amazing. You know what I'm saying? He loves his boy. He works hard. Everything he do is for his family, and his music is also showing, you could tell that there's a lot of love and he feels great and he's happy and he's in a place where he can do music and, you know what I'm saying, be himself. So y'all look out for King. King's about to drop a new project. His standing on business merch. He has jogging suits for kids, for adults, guys, girls. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Standing on Business. My Deja, she's going to school. She's going to school, getting good grades. Deja, where she flourishes is writing. And she can, like, I always tell her she needs to work on Hallmark because she can write the best messages, the most sincere and just, touching things. So she really gets into her poetic side. More than that, a lot of people don't know, and I always tell people this because I feel like it's so great. This girl can sing. Like, she can really sing, but she's so shy. She doesn't really care to sing, and she just, But I told her I'm going to make her get in the studio. I'm going to put her in the studio, and we're going to come up with some good stuff. And I think once she hears herself maybe on, recording and hear herself coming out sounding so beautifully, she will actually enjoy it and start to like it and maybe do it a little more. Her mom is a great singer, you know what I'm saying? So maybe I can get her over here. She can help me convince her to, just try it at least. I feel like, can't fail at nothing if you don't try. And you can't win at nothing if you don't try. So, hey, we got Major, my guy Major, that's my baby. He is graduating this year. He graduates May the 9th. Looking forward to that. I also have a show on May the 9th, so I'm going to be on Momager duties early morning, and then I'm flying in.
I love Major. Everybody was wondering where Major is. So handsome. He got so big. Now, Major is like a nerd. Like, he's a cute nerd or whatever. What I love about this is how Tiny is taking her role of matriarch and embracing it. She loves these children. She believes in all of their talents. She always promotes them. I remember when she first started King and T.I. was mad. He went against her because she wanted to take King out of school. She believed in King. I told y'all Tiny and King, they have like a special type of bond. She has a bond with all her children, as you can see, but they have a special type of bond. It's different. So that's why I understood why he was the first one to come out defending his mama, because she was the first one that put the battery in his back, believed in his style, and empowered him. And I think that's dope. That's what you should do as the matriarchy of the family. Like, I love this. They have created an empire of entrepreneurs, basically. And they all so creative. And let's not forget about little Eris. Okay, she could really like sing too.
Into I believe it is, and I'm coming to see y'all, give y'all the best show that y'all have seen this year, baby, and hopefully of your life. Give y'all the best show y'all have seen this year, and hopefully of your life. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't coming to play no game. Let's not forget about Major, man. Major, first of all, is graduating with honors, 4.0 average. Let's go. From one of the most prestigious private schools of Atlanta, of Georgia. You know what I'm saying? And he is basically, acing that thing, 4.0 all the way through. And then he is now in theater. So he just had a theater play. He played Gomez from the Addams Family. So he was like the lead. And I was just so, like, he had this accent the whole time. He did so good. He was singing. He sung about 8 songs. I'm like, dang, it makes singing. So it was just crazy to see my baby, like, getting into a whole new light. And one of the parents, when we came out, she was like, Major was so good. And it's so crazy that he wait till the 12th year to get into this when he should have been doing this the whole time. Like, he's so good. He's like such a natural. But no one knew because you just started this. Just seeing him like doing his thing, he did so good. Like, I wish I could. I was in there I was in there recording this shit and like old mom, real, real mama stuff. Because I know last time they told us, last time we went to the play and we recorded everything. Somebody put it out. It wasn't me, but I think it was Anique. Somebody had put something out, it made all over shade room and everything. They came and say, oh, you can't, there won't be no recording. Next play we came in and we couldn't record. We didn't get to record him that second play that he did. And this was the third play. And of course I was in there and I was like, he's a lead. So I'm gonna, give me a little footage, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let them know. I kept trying to hide it. I know the young girls probably like, yeah, we can tell you recording. But anywho, I had to get my baby. I got good footage of my baby, but I can't let nobody see it. So anywho, he did an amazing job. I can't wait till you guys can see him. I feel like, Broadway's his thing. He likes theater. He loves, that's what he loves. He loves theater. So I feel like NYU wouldn't be bad for Major. I think I need to just go and just do a tour. Maybe me and him go do a tour at NYU, check out the school. He already knows what school he wants to go to. But I mean, it wouldn't hurt to just go see what NYU may have, for him. Because although I don't want him out going to New York because I want him near me, I want him to get the best wherever he can get it at. And I know Riley's out there, so I'm sure he'll probably enjoy it. And Riley don't even want to come back to Atlanta. I'm just hoping that I don't send my child out there. He don't say, oh yeah, I'm not coming back home. Because Riley said, New York is where it's at, baby. So, and I don't blame him because I love New York too. But Atlanta's so home for me. Like, I would love to have a place in New York, and I would love to have a place in Chicago. Like, those are two of my favorite places I love to go. New York has great food. Chicago got great food. Both of the sceneries in the summertime is I mean, you really can't beat it, for real. So, back down to my last child, and I'm almost done. I know it took me about an hour to get through these kids. I got too many kids. God, I love that. I love, I would have 10 kids if I had a little more time on my hand, but I don't. And I mean,
I love this for her. I love how Tiny addressed it. She looks gorgeous. She looks absolutely gorgeous. Love her hair. Love her look. She is layered, in the words of Remy Ma. Okay, you see her Van Cleaves. All right. Claressa, you act like you the only one that did it, girl. Everybody got them issues. Okay, let's get back into it.
Time is in age. Down to my last child, Eris, my little queen. Yeah, that's my baby, my last child. And I really kicked it off with a bang, and I ended with a bang. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't be more proud of just the bunch that I have here. Eris is my 9-year-old. She is doing freaking everything. Like, she's acting, she's singing. She's about to be 10 years old, a week after her oldest sister. She turns 10 on the 26th of March. So for her 10th birthday, we plan on having a big 10 for her. Plus, she will be releasing solo music. This will be her first time releasing a song other than Christmas music. We've definitely released 3 Christmas songs because I want her to be the princess of Christmas, like Miss Mariah Carey. We'll get there one day, to where she has so much Christmas music. When Christmas time comes around, she's doing all the Christmas events and meeting all the kids, joy at all the parties for the young kids and the older people, whoever wants to see and hear great Christmas music and get in the Christmas spirit. But as of right now, we're dropping a first solo single for Eris Diana Harris, and we the music is so dope, y'all. I'm excited about, the music that we're working on. She has songs with Jessie Faye. One gospel song that we worked on is just like amazing. And she has the artist Lecrae featured on there. She has a song with the Yin Yang twin, well, one of the Yin Yang twins, and it's dope. That's a legendary, okay? Atlanta legendary, okay? She did one of the OMG Girls old songs that they released when they were like 14. When they never released the song, but they did them on their tour, so all their fans know Incredimazeable. And that is Eris redid it, and so it will be coming out soon. We've got some more songs that you will be really excited about, like just as far as your child listening to good, fun, very age appropriate music. You know what I'm
I think that's a great place to end it. Tiny is the ultimate momager. And I love how each kid is doing age appropriate projects. But say what you want. This queen right here on the screen is the brains of the Harris operation. Believe that, hands down. She's the one that got Tip started. Tiny was already established. Tip was broke. So say what you want, Fitty. Tiny is a mogul, baby. She is a mogul. So shout out to her for promoting all her kids and getting them into using, her celebrity to get her kids in the right doors. The kids seem like they're very protective, and they seem like they're all doing things that they want to do. I don't feel like they pressure their kids into show business like a lot of parents do or whatever. And they allow each child to flourish and do their own thing. And I love that. And I love the way Tiny answered. Maybe 50 is a little jealous, at the fact that they have family. 50 is like almost 60 and still a single man. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about that. All right, last but not least, freaking coleslaw is on the menu, child. And the psychology of her, she is unhinged. She is crashing out. And I believe it's what we always think, Naughty Crew. When Papoose go on the East Coast, she don't know what the hell to do with herself. She get very angry or whatever. But people are noticing. And she doesn't like to be held accountable for being a homewrecker. She really has made it up in her mind, or shall I say, Pap has implanted in her mind this narrative about his relationship with Remy, and she's just rolling with it. And look, before anyone decides to be a side piece, make sure you go talk to the other spouse, because it's his side, it's her side, and then it's the truth in between. Don't just go off of pillow talk off of a man after he slung ping, child.
Yo, for those of y'all who didn't see this clip, my girl ate this up. Hold on, let me.
Like your nigga up, he got the singer like the sample. Talking out your neck gon' get you knocked out them sandals. 42 and aces made on deck like I gamble. Say they get it poppin', I pull up, y'all gon' scramble. Fake hoes, weird hoes, fuck. Weak, broke, lame hoes, fuck. Nigga out here tricking off that money, fuck.
Like, what the fuck? Let me find out. She said she not playing with us no more. I watched this shit, kid you not, like 10, 15 times. I love the fucking energy. I love the song choice. I love the boop, 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 mink, 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 mink. Like, I love it. And my favorite part, did y'all see how Papoose was not there? Like, fabulous. He wasn't upstairs. He wasn't downstairs. He wasn't nowhere to be downstairs. Like, loved it. It was perfection. And then immediately after, you got me all hype. You gonna post this foolishness. Claressa, I thought we had a fucking talk. Like, I thought we spoke about this. And you know what? I'm to the point, I'm not even mad at the girl no more, because she really is a genuine soul outside of everything else. Pap Smear need his fucking ass whooped. Like, girl, please. You wish for a baby for his B-Day? No. Don't be holding up the prayer line with that foolishness. Sister, if you don't do anything else, I beg of you, please don't have no kids with this leech of a man. It's just like a man to stand directly in the way of your legacy and your fucking greatness. Like, please don't do it. At least wait for a divorce. Let him get serious about some shit. Like, I can't keep turning a blind eye to this. First and foremost, it's only been a year and a couple months. You don't know him nearly long enough to feel like that's going to be the father of your first child. You could be with a man for 6-7 years and you don't know him until you have his baby. And I'm tired of y'all bitches wanting to wait until the last possible second to find out who a man really is when we all can see what's going on from the jump. Y'all, for those of y'all who didn't see this clip, my girl ate this up. Hold on, let me.
Shout out to New York Nay. She's always hilarious, but shout out to her for keeping it real because this numbnut don't want to pay attention. She think we all hating. But the bottom line is Claressa is comfortable with being down with OPP. Make sure y'all follow me on all the free apps and stuff like that. I posted a reel. Yep, it was nice meaning behind that reel. Claressa is down with OPP. That's just the bottom line. She is comfortable being the side chick. She knew what she was signing up for. We saw the text messages. She said, Pat, you the one with the wife. You the one with the wife. Well, she unhinged, naughty curl. She's still unhinged. But she wants us to believe she of God. Meantime, Pap in New York about to celebrate his birthday, y'all. Okay, he ain't beat. He ain't paying no attention. Y'all let me know what y'all think, okay?
I wear a cool shiesty mask, it's Halloween. Shut him down on his back pocket, 30 jeans. Now I'm getting back to this money. Bada bing. Chase money, they count chasing. Never take help from a person who count papers. Getting that executive money. Wild paper. With the pocket above the rim out of the mouth razor. I just with the niggas for no reasons. Which my little berry season. Cause I got the green. If I ain't in that S5, baby, the rules was going crazy. I wear a cool shiesty mask, it's Halloween. Shut him down on his back pocket, 30 jeans. Now I'm getting back to this money. Bada bing. Chase money, they clout chasing. Never take help from.
I think this is Chanel, his daughter, or whatever. She said, my favorite birthday coming up. And I looked all through the comments and Ressa Coleslaw was not in near one when I checked. See? He on the East Coast celebrating his birthday with his family, girl. With his family. All right. I caught a screen record of her. And y'all know she been crashing out or whatever. Let's get into it. Y'all like the video, like the video. Yes, Ressa Coleslaw, baby. Hey, James. Woo! But don't Pap look real light and happy? He looked real light and happy. He was looking a little drained there for a while. But let's get into this clip. It was interesting. Thumbs up the video.
Make a new email. People don't understand that God will give you the heart for your desires. God will give you everything that you want. All you have to do is, one, ask for it, believe in it, pray to Him, obey Him, and be the best person you can be. When I say being the best person you can be, I'm not saying that you're going to be perfect. I'm not saying that. Nobody's perfect. Nobody perfect. But it's like when you giving your best and God know He's giving your best. And He know you giving your best. He know you really building a relationship with Him. He know you overlooking negativity. He know you putting Him first. He know you obeying Him. He know you like praying and all that. Like,
is it me or does she sound like she trying to convince herself? And she does all of this under the guise of being a Christian. But it seems like she has selective Christianity because she didn't see the part in the Bible about committing adultery. I don't give a F if he filed for divorce. Until he divorced, he is considered married, ho. But to me, she trying to convince herself that what she's doing is the right thing. Just like she tried to take Rihanna's post and flip it into her ideology, like, oh, that's why I know I'm with the right person, because Riri recognized things. She cannot operate without porn pools. I'm telling y'all, he done messed this girl up.
God will really work with you. He works with you. You have to work too. People think you just pray, hey, I want $1 million and $1 million come. No. Faith without works is dead. You have to work too. Nobody want to work nowadays. Everybody just want everything for free. You have to put in the work, and like, honestly, believing in God, believing in Jesus.
Ooh, child, you need to take your own advice. And this is from yesterday, her crash out from yesterday, because that's the same headband she had on at the nail salon. That's the same sweatsuit. Y'all remember? This is recent.
Building a relationship with him has kept me sane throughout this entire ordeal. You know, this whole being a celebrity shit, sometimes it go to motherfuckers' head. It don't go to mine. I'm off eat right now by myself, just enjoying my life, enjoying my downtime, enjoying some food, enjoying letting me think about.
Y'all hear that? She out eating by herself, y'all. Pap ain't upstairs. Pap ain't upstairs. She is bothered.
My own thoughts, like, for real, like, God is so good. You have to let him into your life. And when God is leading your life, you're going to go directions and end up places you like, how did I get here? But long as you trust and know that everything that's happening because you putting God first and letting him lead you, that you're in the right rooms with the right people in the right circumstances. And everything's going to work out for your good if you truly believe and you truly follow him. When I see folks doing bad in life, a lot of times they don't believe in a higher power. They don't believe in God or Jesus, or they don't have a praying relationship, or they don't have like having certain obedience. When I see negativity, I'm like, oh, look at this person. Don't have a relationship with God. Never felt the real blessing that God can bring to your life. Never got the favor. Never got the shortcuts. You know, like never got the opportunities because they keep missing the opportunity because they just won't go where God tell them to go. Go where God tell you to go. Do what he tell you to do and see what happens. Like really pray and listen to his voice and let him guide you. Everybody think they know everything nowadays. Everybody's so smart. I'm learning that, man. We don't know nothing. We don't know nothing like we think we do. Real shit. We don't know like we think we do. Like God be like, listen, I'm telling you, this is what I want you to do. This is what I want for your life. And you sitting here like, nah, this look better. She doing it like this. She doing God like that ain't that. Everything that look good ain't good. And that's why I'm happy with my relationship with God, because every situation I'm able to just enjoy my earnings, enjoy my life, enjoy my health, enjoy my mental health, enjoy how people can, thousands and millions can go against you and can't stop what God has for you. He's so good.
Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, girl. That seemed like a whole bunch of... I mean, the food looks good. But notice how she is riding dolo. Did someone laugh in the background? Ciao. Look, y'all see the difference. Y'all see what's going on. Yeah, hibachi. That's what it's called. Y'all see what's going on. Papa is not upstairs. He not on her side. None of that, okay? but she don't want to recognize what the real is, okay? But Claressa, we gonna help you. The world is gonna help you to see the error in your ways, because your blessings are gonna get blocked, especially because you getting in bed with Zeus Diddy Network, baby. Here we go.
Oh, don't that explains why Claressa Shield made her page private and then started stalking my page. Do y'all realize I can see y'all? Hey, yo, Papoose. Why you lying to that little girl talking about you in love with her? Just say, call a spade, bitch. You there for clout. If he really loved her, why don't he divorce Remy Ma and marry her ass? Oops, never gonna fucking happen. Oh, don't that explains why Claressa Shield made her page private and then started stalking my page. Do y'all realize I can see y'all? Hey, yo, Papoose. Why you lying to that little girl talking about you in love with her? Just say, call a spade, bitch. You there for clout.
Period. That's what it looked like to me. When it's lights, camera, action, he all up in the area. She catching them on camera in her lives and everything. People are debunking this whole fraud situation, Naughty Crew. Shout out to Elricha for this next clip. And Franchon is clapping back too, because she was up there saying Franchon need to be promoting her music and her brand and stop talking about me. Girl, it's out here. We all going to talk about it, okay? As you all know, they saying that pink fur came from Alibaba. Here's the clip. I can't play the sound because it's got music. Hey, Bray. Hey, Boo. Make sure y'all go over to my girl and subscribe if y'all not subscribed. Shout out to all my new subscribers. I always try to support my queens and kings on the YouTube app. Yeah, just because they got on fur don't mean nothing. That don't mean they got money. That don't mean anything. That don't mean they own it. Ciao. Hey, Dennis. What's going on? Y'all like the video. Like the video. Okay? So I call Cap. And a lot of the times, when you see these celebrities with like jewelry and furs, a lot of these designers lend it to them so that they can advertise their brand. Let's call it what it is. All right. Franchon Cruz, she out here being messy because Claressa was talking cash-ish about her. We went over that last night on our live. And y'all, join me later. Yes, Cap with Pat, baby. Cap with Pat. Porn Pools is pointing on. He's an old fraud. This don't have nothing to do with Claressa looks. I think she's a beautiful girl or whatever. I just see her potential, and I think she deserves better than an old-ass man with wrinkle-ass nuts. And a lot of people, and we could do that in the live later, a lot of people are claiming Pap got a vasectomy, y'all. He probably can't even give her a baby, even if she wanted. Also, I want to get into later. I want to get into her ex-friend Jada. She been spilling the deets, y'all. I don't even know if Ressa could have kids. Like, she had a lot of smortions, if you know what I mean. She had a lot of smortions. So Franchon is clapping back because Claressa Shield was kicking dirt on her name. She's mad. She's like, she need to shut up and move on. And she's being a sore loser out here. She need to be promoting her music and her brand. We went over this on last night's live. Catch it on the replay, okay? Woo, Franchon. I ain't mad at her. Give her all the smoke, baby. So this was what Franchon posted. She said custom designer leather shearling, Mongolian, Tibetan, lamb fur, moho coat. Can't get this off Alibaba. I love a good piece. Throwing shade. Throwing shade.
Me and them are not standing adjacently, thirsty for the cloud.
Thirsty for the cloud, baby. Thirsty for the cloud. Y'all, I appreciate every last one of y'all joining me and bearing with me while I am getting myself together for work. I just had to jump on live early today because I just have a heavy work day ahead of me. But I'm definitely going to come and try to come back live this evening because I want to get in. When you really want to get to know somebody, you got to look to the folks that speak it out. Although Shalita, I feel like she got a little hate in her blood, there's some truth to what she says. Also, I want to get into Jada, her friend. She spilled a lot of tea. I got a lot of clips for y'all, so I couldn't pack it all into this one show. But Coleslaw, you better go get your life, girl. You better go get your life and stop punching on Remy, my husband, baby, because that is her husband. And I showed y'all yesterday, Remy had her ring on, okay? Because, Claressa, the world is looking at you like...
dumb?
Like, you get donkey of the freaking century at this point, because...
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Some of the things you say, I just be looking like...
Girl, what's going on? Girl, what's going on?
That whole pregnancy post... Like, do you even read this stuff before you put it out? I love you all, and I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. Shout out to the replay came. Please like, comment, and share my lives out. It's free to support the channel. Of course, donations are definitely appreciated. And to all my haters, because I ain't hating on Claressa. I'm talking about the trending topics. But I embrace my haters over here on some real. I laugh at y'all.
And I wanna say thank you in case I don't thank you enough.
I love my haters, but we're gonna be live later. And if y'all, anybody sees fit or has an issue with my commentary, I invite you to pull up.
You don't want no problems, you just talk like you do. Let me show you that you don't want no problems.
Yes, baby. I welcome all haters and all. Y'all come on through. Ain't nobody scared over here. Ain't nobody scared over here. Y'all have a beautiful, blessed day. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. One.